I got a circuit version of that. What the fuck? Where the fuck is it? Are you kidding me? I didn't do it in a fucking cop car. The fuck? That wasn't performance. No, it had roll bar in it. Fuck. Hmm. Wish they'd put them in alphabetical order. The fuck. Or at least in the order of the vehicle. Alphabetical order, and then if it's a different name under that cat, let's say Ford Mustang, you know. Fuck. All over the fucking place. 5A. Fuck. Wonder if they took that one from me too. They took the Brougham, Cadillac Brougham from me that I had already built. Fuck. Well, that was a circuit. The fuck. Let's go fucking see. Oh. Okay, Ferrari. Are you kidding me? They just took it out of the game? The fuck? It was like one of my favoriteest drifting cars. And I can't find it now. Oh, we'll find out if they took that out of the game. Better be another Ferrari coming up. You think they would have put it with all the other Ferraris? Oh, not good. Fuck. What the fuck? Unbelievable. They took the 458 out and then left it as only a police car. Wow. Yeah, they took a lot of shit fucking away too. They're saying I don't have this car now anymore. Oh man, I had all these built all the way down. And the Stingray too. Oh wow, they really fucked me. Well, good thing is I'm not playing it anymore. I mean, I am right now, but It's going offline. That's why. Whatever. Take whatever you want. So yeah, so they took that one from me. Mercedes. Whatever, I'm not buying that shit anymore. The game's over. I'm just driving what I got now. I like the way that they turned out. So, so now I have to, the only car that's in now. Oh. This is the only 458 I own now. Alright. Here's what it is. At least I can't get busted. Yeah, this car fucking is like one of my favorites. Get it going away and fucking pick one of my favorite cars out of the game. Fuck. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this game, fuck, man. This game's way better than Motorfest and Crew too. They could have had the boats and that other shit that they want, planes or whatever. That could have been DLCs for other maps where you could have unlocked them and got them. So people like me who wouldn't have wanted to, I wouldn't have got that one, you know? Let's say that would have been like fucking, you know, South America. Get the boats and a shit ton of vehicles. But you don't have to unlock them if you don't want to. Instead of just making a new fucking game that doesn't correlate to the other one. It's like, just, what the fuck, man? You know, everybody's just into throwing shit away all the time. Why not get a core and build on it? Get a system that fucking can handle fucking a bunch of DLCs. Fucking take off. That way people have an investment that they can invest into for years. Instead of like, oh yeah, it's just a throwaway every year. Okay, how long are you going to do that? You going to do that your whole life, or just half your life, or a third, or a quarter? When you're going to grow out of that? Because you're not a kid anymore, and every game is like, oh yeah, I got to have it. No, you start getting like, what? Parameters. And you grow old of the same old boring shit because the game doesn't advance. Their game just stays for the 3-year-old or the 7-year-old, but you're growing older every day. So here's where I would have taken this game if I was the owner of it, and I would have made one core system like Crew 1, and then I would have made it to have a shit ton of DLCs. I would have been looking ahead at like all the DLCs, and each one would have offered something new on top of a bunch of different vehicles, water, land, off-road, and air. Since that's what people want, give them what they want. And it's you unlock it like World of Tanks or War Thunder. You have to unlock this one to unlock the next one, you know, and then it turns into an investment of time. And obviously, you would have the option to buy and just pay your way through it if you wanted to, as every game is now. So there'd be those two options, a min and a max. So on one of the maps that would come out, one of them would be, because I like engineering shit and building shit, and I know other people do too, is it would be like the shop one where you're building your own fucking cars. So then all of a sudden, once that opens up, it opens up because the program's built that way. We built it that way to work. is every vehicle you can take apart. I guess there'd be certain ones you couldn't, let's say, but for the most part, there'd be you could take a car apart and like take the engine out of it, transmission, take the chassis, you know, whatever. You could disassemble it just like real life and build your own from pieces of other cars, or you buy the well, let's see. If you're truly wanting to design shit for yourself, you're not going to have a specified spot and bend it that's going to be like a prefab that's going to work. That's the whole idea of custom. That ain't going to work. So you'd have to have machinery then that could build your own custom shit versus like a prefab piece, like a subframe, like what everybody's got the exact same fucking subframe. Well, that sucks balls. I don't want that. That's not what I want. That's what every baby game out there has. Like everybody's got the same fucking shit, just a different color. So this is getting into the gearhead side of me and the people that would be into it. Be like, okay, yeah, so you see this car right here. Yeah, okay. So the stock version of that, okay, let's say we're looking at it. It's just got cop color shit on it and a light. That's it. Other than that, and a roll bar inside, whatever. So now if you took that car and wanted to customize it for yourself, then let's say you did whatever you did to it, you know. Let's say you shaved 400 pounds off it, changed the engine, made it all-wheel drive, you know. So then this car that looks like all the other ones now all of a sudden isn't. So how cool would that be? Knowing that you got a car that looks like all the other ones out there, but it's nothing even fucking close because you just took the whole thing apart and re-fucking built it to race or fucking go fast or a dragster or whatever the fuck, man, drifter. So it's what you want. So that's what one of the options of one of the maps would bring out, is the option to customize your own shit, trucks, cars, whatever. Another one would be is there'd be semis. This game's like supposed to be like cruise shit, like road battle, like road warrior shit. Like, when is somebody gonna open up the floodgate for the road warrior shit? Because like I was born during when Road Warrior came out, first one. I was a kid. So, like, this game's the closest thing to that. I mean, there's some other games online that are similar to it. I can't think of the name of it. I have it. It's a free on game line. You build your road warrior shit and battle each other in an arena. But you can't just aimlessly drive around like free drive like this. So that's what I like about this game. I don't want to be in a race all the time. That's what I don't like about Turismo. All the gear shit of Turismo, I absolutely love. That's why I wish they'd bring that shit over here. So I'm trying to implement all the best things from all the best games would come into a DLC into this game on my major platform, which is Crew 1. So let's say one of them's implementing the best dirt fucking graphics in the game. Okay, boom, we're fucking doing that. Okay, dirt's now all of a sudden like SnowRunner here now in the game. How fucking cool is that? Like, dude, I want to go four-wheeling now. I really want to go four-wheeling instead of driving like what? Four-wheel drive on asphalt turf? Because that's what this off-road's like. You're not sinking in the fucking dirt, mud and shit where you need four-wheel. Truth be known, big fucking elephant in the room that nobody can see or cares about. There's fucking shit tons of all I see is elephants. Clear that shit out. The game I made, you don't see anything. You see, all you see is fucking yeehaw, motherfucker. Let's get it on. This is fucking fun now. This is where fun starts. So okay, so you got customized shit that you can do. You got fucking SnowRunner dirt. The next thing you have now is the upgrade version I was talking about. Now you got fucking Turismo. Now you got all the ability of Turismo. You got dirt shit. You got fucking road shit now. You got boat shit, plane shit. I mean, we're fucking like, dude, are we already on cloud 9 or 13? And like, I'm not even done yet. I'm thinking about taking something out for a spin though, and what we just talked about, but I'm not, so I got to drop back down to reality and then finish talking about what I'm talking about, because it ain't here yet. Fuck, yeah, I want to send it in some dirt and mud, man. Sling some fucking hillside, fucking kicking up some fucking rooster tails. Yeah, I'm feeling like getting sideways in the dirt. This truck's fun to drift. So let's see, what other maps and what other things would I bring into the game? Oh yeah. So the Road Warrior version. Okay, so you got semis now coming in, just like there was in Road Warrior. You got fuel, whatever the fucking delivery could be. It could be a 18-wheeler trailer of fuel or fucking milk. It could be a load of fucking steel. So you got trucks that you can put additional plating on for armor and breakthrough and shit, you know? I mean, fuck, use your imagination. Mine's already fucking light speeds are fucking away. So imagine that. And there'd be different size, you know, you obviously your standard size trucks. Then you're going to jump up into dualies, 1 tons, and then 2 tons. Then you're going to get into different size semis. You know, like 3-axle, 4-axle, 5-axle. How fucking cool would that be then, the battle on the road then, for the crew? That's how I'm fucking rolling out with my crew if I'm coming out. If I'm coming out with steeds, I'm rolling out like that. We got the main fucking, it's like a spearhead. I'd organize it all. That's something you could do. You know? It'd be across the fucking United States, let's say. Seattle to fucking Florida. You got to get the load there. You got till, you know, there's places where there's vehicles that repair vehicles along the way. There's places to stop and get repaired. It takes time. It's a time thing based off of what upgrades you got. You know, just the norm. So imagine that. So I'm already in that game. Makes it hard to play in this one. When I see everything that this could have been, but isn't. Because somebody's paid to sit on a board and come up with ideas, but nobody came up with anything close to this. And all that fucking money spent on different games could have just led to fucking DLCs of and implement and making this better itself. It's already been here for A1A, the very first one. How sad. Started in America and then they fucking threw it away. Fuck it. They could have gone to Canada, Mexico, fucking South America, Russia, China, all around the world. So how many upgrades could have that been to save down the road for, like, hey, we we're good right now. We'll just, fucking let's just work on with what we got. It's like never ending. It's like I just talked about three or four fucking major upgrades that would be like, oh, like I'm done thinking. I'm ready to start playing. I'm already there, man. Snow Runner dirt in this game. Turismo fucking upgrades and tweaking. I'm never playing another game already. You haven't even mentioned the other two. Fuck. Sign me up for life. I'm in. Caged minds. I don't know, man. Everybody's just trying to inch along better than the person in front of them or behind them. Dude, people are looking at people in a line. Oh my god, it's like a whole cartoon thing I see. Are you fucking kidding me? Somebody could set the bar so far out ahead, nobody would even know what to fucking do. You get the best fucking programmers and people in the fucking world. You got the best game in the world. Everybody else is trying to be what you are. But what are you if you're just like, 5 points above the people right in front of you and your game looks exactly the same just because there's a different map, one different vehicle, same everything, graphics, fuck, that's gay. How many times are we going to run around in a circle in COD playing grab ass? Because that's what people like to do. How fucking gay. I never want to grow up. I just want to fucking run around in a carousel fucking shooting people in the ass and 5 feet away from me. That never got boring. Wow. Yeah, we're not even alike. We're nothing alike. Even a baby gets bored of a rattler. Fuck. How do you stay a baby forever? I don't even know how that's possible. But I see it. I feel it. Awesome song. I'm love with a sinner like me. Say it gets said again. I'm in love with a sinner like me. Just a little bit. I don't know Ooh. Come on. Fuck. Gotta get used to this. God, it's a little fucking... Steering's a little twitchy. Gotta slow it down, fellas. Want me back. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Growl at me, girl. Oh, wow. Come on, motherfucker. Get off me, bitch. Uh-oh. Fuck you. Give it to me. Fuck you. Hmm. So yeah, fuck, how awesome would that be to have real ruts in the game and mud? Changes the handling and everything instead of it just staying consistently like that, like AstroTurf. That looks like dirt. I don't think it'll probably happen the game I'm talking about. Not in my lifetime. Yeah, how many lifetimes are left beyond that? Based off of where we're at now. Oof. So 20 fucking years from now, let's say, a gallon of gas is how much it is, a gallon of milk, a cup of coffee. Imagine how much it's going to be in 20 years, based off of how much shit's gone up in the last 20 years. We're fucked. There's no way it's lasting 50 more years. I don't even know how that's possible. We're turning into fucking slaves. Without a revolution. Fuck. It's gonna happen. Something's gonna start it. It'll be the beginning of the end. Oh, I'm bored. I wish there was something fucking well, I guess on another lighter note, I was building Legos, designs with Legos. So I've had a few that I've been working on the last 4 years, called mocks. What Lego calls them is mocks. It stands for my own creation. And there's basically two forms of mocks. there's the person who made the MOC, and then there's somebody who's building a MOC. So I've only ever built Lego sets, which aren't MOCs. MOCs are like Bricklink. People who submit their designs in Bricklink, then they have to diagram it, get it blueprinted, and then so it can have instructions how to build, and then it's a set, a MOC set with Bricklink. To become a set for Lego, you have to get you have to submit your design, and then it's off of votes. For those who didn't know, it's there's only so many allocated every year that they let vote to become a set, and then out of those that they decide become a set based off of how many votes people in Lego vote for that set to become a set. So, in case you didn't know, that's how Lego sets become sets. Every set that you see in a picture on a box or whatever is built by a person. And that person or persons submitted it, and they beat out a bunch of other people trying to submit their sets. So that's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to beat out all the other new potential sets that people are trying to get voted in. You're trying to beat all of them, and you don't even know what they are. Only Lego would know what they are. So I've never done that yet, because I would like to think if I'm ever going to do it, I'd want to nail it on my first one. I don't think I'd have a problem people voting for my sets, because it's, well, first of all, it leans towards, of the people in Lego groups, there's a lot of different types, financially, and people who are, how much they're actually into it, not just financially, but like how much they think about it and want to do it. I lean towards the advanced master, people who would want to advance fast as they can and learn as much as they can with the time that they have, because that's what I'm doing. So I lean towards people who are into Technics, big builds that are hundreds of dollars, leaning towards, $500 to $1,000 for a build, because it's intricate and it's badass. It's got thousands of pieces. So like I said, it's more for the advanced. So my first MOC in Lego is the Nomad. I haven't finished it, but I got 2 versions of it over the 4 years. I haven't worked on it in, I worked on it over there. It's been about 2 years. I worked on it a little bit 2 years ago. And then I started the Ford Raptor circuit race truck, and then I decided I'm not going to do that. I stopped that almost. I was almost halfway through it, just a little bit less than halfway. And I decided, why am I building a truck that's already out there? If I'm going to build something, I want to at least have the opportunity to, because people are making money building designs with Legos, because it's a scale model. So why not at least be able to entice that part of as an investment, that if it could possibly happen, it's only going to happen off something that's a concept. Then I'm not going to get, nobody's going to want somebody to build Legos for them. and pay them to build something that's already been built, that's already out there. Like, oh yeah, build me a '57 Chevy Corvette. It's like, nobody's doing that. Like, who's paying somebody to build that for them? It's like, no, that's not happening. So yeah, now concept design, sure, yeah, because you're paying for what's in somebody's mind then. So what's in somebody's mind is like, what can they use their hands and turn a pile of parts into something that's then going into a mock, a true mock, my own creation, not somebody else's creation that you're building, looking at some instructions. Fuck that. That's just boring to me. The only reason I do that is to get the idea of the person and and the new designs and ideas that they implemented in the set. I'm going to gain that and put that into my memory bank. So when I'm doing my own shit, there might be some point or part of that will come into play maybe down the road. I don't know, but that's why I do sets. And then I usually take them apart and or I modify them because I don't want my set looking like everybody else's set that's out there and they're all exactly the same. I'm kind of PTSD about that shit. I don't like my shit looking like everybody else's. I don't want to be like that. I never been like that. That was the worst 3 minutes of my life. I'm never fucking going back. Can't make me. So, let's see, where were we? Oh yeah, so the Nomad. So I quit building the Raptor, so I have my mocks are the Nomad, the Raptor, and then I got some modifications going on a few classic Legos, so like about 1500 is this truck. They don't give the year or the make of the truck, it's just called like a farm truck. I'm gonna turn it into a '57 Chevy. I got it. I'm looking at it right now. It's ripped. It's about a third ripped apart. Whole front end's ripped off. Putting a big engine in it. Customize the cab and make the fenders look like a '57 instead of rounded at the top. They're gonna have eyelid cover. So I do some modifications on sets that I'm gonna keep and display. They're going to be modified. So my newest mock is called the Stallion. It's a concept Ford Formula One / circuit hyper race truck. I don't think there's too many. I've kind of looked a little bit. There ain't too many fucking hyper trucks out there, and there's no production of any of them. So yeah, if I'm going to get noticed, I'm going to get noticed on what's inside my brain that's nobody has any idea of until you start looking at what I built. So I'm looking at it right now. It's in front of me. I built it, started, I think it was first week of December. And after, I was pretty gung-ho. I had a lot of time to think about it after looking at my Raptor for a while. I leave my builds out to look at to do analytical stuff. I do a lot of processing and running shit through my brain, like kind of like Iron Man, if you will. How he's got his hologram diagrams and he's putting shit together and and I'm doing that with Lego pieces on designs in my mind. So I when I'm looking at something, I'm running programs, or if you will, or designs, scenarios. Process of elimination. So I'm sitting here looking at it right now. Most vehicles are built. They build the vehicle and then put the engine in it. Mine was the opposite. I built this thing. I built the engine first, and then I built the truck around the engine. So it started with the engine. I got pictures all along the way too. So it's got a Lego working engine. It's actually got a LED light in it. So I got a little plunger triggered. So when it's going to turn the drive line, it's going to fire off. So you'll see the combustion in the chamber because it's all clear Lego. My cylinder walls. So it's a V6 uh, Lego engine. Um, it's going to be quad turbine, quad turbo, um, cold air induction, forced air induction. This is stuff like there's nothing in the world like this right now. That's just how all my builds are that are my own mocks. I think so far out of the box. I try to think of what the future is going to of whatever I'm building, if it's a piece of equipment or if it's a truck or a car. Um, so so yeah, this is a 1/8 scale, which the Lego's biggest scale is 1/8 supercars. This is a 1/8 scale super truck, hyper truck. Um, and I've actually submitted the design with Ford to see if they're interested in want to buy my mind, I guess, because this is just a drop in the fucking ocean of what I can fucking do. Yeah, let's see, I got about 80 hours into this only, 80 or 100. In 2 weeks, I was really gung-ho. I busted this thing out, and I got it all the way. I started at the engine. It's a mid-engine truck, so the engine's right behind the driver's seat. So it's like the extended cab going into the back of the truck. It's got downforce panels on it. I should hook my camera up again. Hook up my camera and I could have it showing. But I'm all the way up in front of the bird cage, which is, for those who don't know, bird cage is the roll bar inside. So total destruction, I'm actually doing the actual real shit into all my designs for safety and whatnot. And the design of my chassis is badass. It's made, if it takes on a full-on head-on collision, that it's made to like accordion, so it's highest probability of life, survivability, even in my design. I got multiple safety fucking combatant issues. So, yeah, I'm up to the front. It's got air ride on it too. Yeah, I forgot to mention. Oh yeah, it's independent suspension, air ride, all-wheel drive. This thing would be badass. I would love to drive this truck. So I made the doors open like Lamborghini. They swing open and up. It's a single seater. Production line would be double seater. My seat actually slides over and it's got room for another one, so it's already prefabbed for that. It's an insert. All my shit's quick release from all my years of mountain biking and running heavy equipment, and how the ability of quick release, how important that is to get in and get out of something and put it back, especially if you're in and out of something a lot. Instead of taking linkage and a bunch of shit apart all the time, just build it fucking quick release. So I implement that in all my mock designs. Very integrated, and I have quick release. I got portions that come off, so I can get to the engine. You can get to, any part of the vehicle. I'm gonna have an oil pan on it that opens up and everything. This is gonna be my most realistic mock. I got radiator lines in and out. I've got all the lines for the turbos and everything. I still got to do my intercooler, saving that for last. I got my air line plumbed out to the back of the cab where my seat's at right now. For the air ride, it's already set up in the back. So I have to do air ride in the front, independent suspension and steering mechanism, and then the whole front end. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm on the last, I'd say as far as chassis and design, I'm on the last quarter, and then I got my paneling to do, which isn't much. That's kind of going to take long. That's like the final pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. You know exactly where they go. It's just like, hey, this is the very end. That's what the paneling is. I don't even count that shit. It's like fucking 2 hours of fucking absolute fun. The end of it. Well, it truly never ends in any of my builds because I always looking down the road for the next better idea. When I look at shit, I can't make that go away in my mind. So when I look at shit, I'm already looking into the future and what needs to change. So it'll be a certain point where it's good enough for me, and then it's just going to sit on the shelf. If I want to make something different based off of that, I'm going to build a whole nother one again then, because I ain't doing it that way again. That's how I work. I'm changing everything. I'm not changing one thing. I'm going to put my mind to work and fucking come up with even more of a better design, because I'm going to think about every failure or weakness I had along the way of where I'm at right now. Then I'll know right where I need to be. You think? Is right where I need to be. Gives me when I sleep. And I want to. I need to be. That's right where I need to be. Let's get some. My priorities in line are where I need to be. That's right. Yeah. This this Vet's in the top probably 4 or 5 favorites of my drifters. Ferrari 458 was one of them too. So let's see, my favorite is 4. Maybe I have to make it 5. Let's see. Okay, this is 1. 458 is 1. Favorite is drifters. Oh yeah. There's a lot of the F40. There's 3. There's 2 Ferraris in there now. Oh yeah. This one. Okay, that's 4. One more. Let's see if I even reckon it. Because there's a lot of them that have gearing issues. They don't have the. You can't. You notice this one, I'm like in 3rd and 4th gear, so it's a 2-speed when you drift. That's how you want to see it when you're in a corner. You want to keep it at 2 gears. I don't care if you're going into it at 3rd, then it's 3rd and 4th, or if you're into the corner at 5th, it's 5th and 6th, or 4th and 5th. You got to make that decision for yourself. Too much spin is, as you would know, for an advanced drifter, when you got excessive tire spin, the back end, if you're not straight, you're drifting, you're sliding sideways. So just enough spin to still get some traction and keep your car alignment, because the tires are actually grabbing. So there's the difference of that. There's the difference of where it's just starting to quit spinning and actually grab. You need to know how far away you are with your rev before you actually start grabbing, because you might need to grab and take off because you're coming off the road or here comes a car. So that's knowing your tires and the condition and the rev. So there's 3 variables and the speed at which you're going. So there's a minimum of 5 things going on right there that are like really five most important variables for drifting. So for me, a good drifting vehicle is I'm not in the middle of a fucking gear in the middle of the corner. I'm either like balled out, maxed, or I'm shuffling it, but I'm still in the revs enough to break traction. It has enough torque and power. So, when for an advanced drifter and or people who are starting to drift and get into it in the video game and also real life, because it applies the same, that there's a lot of information going on. So it's finding, first of all, the gear. So once you get the gear for your car that in the corners that you're doing, then you can work on, then the other most important shit is the aspect of your vehicle that's actually drifting. How well does it drift? Wheelbase, weight, distribution. When it whips, is this forward to back weight ratio off? Meaning there's too much weight in the back. If you are off just a little bit in a corner and then it just wants to fucking go into a tailspin, that's because there's too much weight on the ass end of the fucking car, and there's not enough up front. So the GT 40, that one's got way too much ass end weight. Once the ass end starts to go in that fucking car, you got to know what the fuck you're doing for somebody, because it's a short wheelbase. it's gonna spin out quick unless you're fucking on it. You got to be on it as soon as it breaks traction. Longer wheelbase, you got more time before it comes around. Short wheelbase cars, your fucking amount of drift differentiation. Am I even saying that right? Deviation. Your deviation from that, where you're actually losing control. You're either not drifting or you're over drifting. You're losing it. You're coming around. So it's a sweet. So how much, what's your tolerance you're talking about there, staying in? Like what's that? 6, 8 inches, 10 inches. If you look at a diagram down the side of a car of how far over you can be in drifting versus the front tire stopped and you're sliding the ass into the back car around. Okay, at what point are you out of control? Okay, mark that. What point are you in line? You're not fucking drifting anymore. You're just driving. Okay, so make a line there. So you got 2 lines now, a max and a min. Okay, so from the one that's straight in a line, you got to bring that one further out, because obviously to drift you got to get at least, okay, so what's that? Bring that out to where it's going to be, you're actually going to start drifting. So make a mark there. Okay, now that distance between the one where you're starting to lose it, that's your distance. That's how much room you got. So that's your deviation. How much deviation do you got before you don't have any fucking more left, because you're spinning out and your front tires now are coming around your ass in? Just a little bit. I like this bed. Can barely handle it. Alrighty. Yeah, so my Ford Stallion. Okay, I've taken a hiatus for about 3 weeks. Haven't been working on it. Actually, probably about a month. I go through spurts. I don't work on it every single day, except for when I'm really into it, and then that lasts usually about 2 weeks, 10 days to 20 days, and then I get a bunch done in that time, and then I look at my build and analyze it, do a lot of analytical stuff, running processes and scenarios and process of elimination of pieces. Do that for sometimes months before I actually start building again. So when I actually start building, I know like exactly what I'm like probably gonna do. I got a list of shit that I'm ready to try. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me on this front end here. I haven't actually finished any of my mocks yet, to be honest. I like getting a bunch of them going. I don't really, almost like it's like if I finish it, I feel like I'm losing something. I feel almost in a way, to be honest with myself. I get other designs going and I'm more into them though, to be honest. Like I'm not really into finishing my Nomad, I guess, unless somebody like NASA or fucking Elon Musk is like, hey dude, we want you to finish your fucking expeditionary rover because we'd like to use your designs or something. Then it'd be like, okay, sure, I'll finish it. But I ain't fucking. There's. I mean, I can, but why? I mean, already in my mind, I see all my shit done, like working, and not exactly how it looks because it change with Legos. It changes because you're only you're using pieces that are already set and sculpted and designed. You're not sculpting the metal to yourself or plastic. So, truth be known, you're just dealing with pieces that you own. So you're only as good as the pieces that you have and what you can do with them. So a lot of my builds, I incorporate stuff that I got a bunch of pieces of, when actually there'd be other pieces that would be more efficient and probably look better, but I don't have them. I'd have to order them, and it costs money, and they're not cheap. So it's like, fuck it, I'm just going to build it out of the pieces I got. Nobody's paying me and telling me not to yet, so... This truck's going to be badass. Full air ride. The turbines actually are going to push air. So you can, if this truck's designed the way that I'm thinking about it and how it's in my mind and turning out to be in my design, you probably never use your brakes. And I'm talking racing. Because all my panels, the way I'm designing this thing, is I'm using air to help corner, brake, and for downforce, for traction. So I'm doing that all in my design of my truck. It's all the way throughout it. The only place it isn't is the cockpit and the actual engine. Everything else around it's going to be contributing towards so my panels, well, so with that being said, for those who have engineered mine, then I just told you I have panels that are moving. They're moving panels then. So for those that got that right then, good job. Yeah, so I have moving panels. Articulating panels on top of just one movement. No, mine got like 2 or 3 movements, so it's like off the hook. Integrated, big time integration. It's on Instagram. My truck and some of my designs and mocks, customizations. It's Instagram, Kelly Cook, 9167. For those who want to see about what I'm talking about. I'm also on TikTok. I think I'm Omega Engineer on TikTok. So you can see what the Ford Stallion looks like. I'm sitting here just staring at it. I fucking love looking at it. I got Legos all around me. My next design I decided to start after the Stallion is because I love equipment. For those who know me, I'm an equipment operator, engineer. So I like skidders, I always have. I love the way they look. I like the conditions they're in, how challenging it is. So I've looked at the biggest skidders in the world for years, and I'm gonna make the biggest skidder in Lego. It's gonna be a John Deere. John Deere has basically the biggest skidder in the world right now. The bogey wheel. 763, I think it is. I can't quite remember. Fucking whatever. Mine, and that's a 3-axle skidder with a big grapple hook. Mine's gonna be a 4-axle minimum. It might be 5. It's going to be a 4-axle and a minimum 4-axle, and it's going to be the biggest production land management skidder in the world. It's going to move the logs more efficiently. Like, just I'll take a guess based off of the way they've been doing it. It's still old school. At least half, if not a third, faster, more production time, and everything, and impact on the land. I'd say at least half. What from a skidder that drags everything, tearing up the fucking ground. My skidder isn't going to be, hardly anything's going to be dragging. It's just going to be the very tail end, which isn't the bulk of it. It's not where the bulk of the weight's at. The bulk of the weight's on my machine. So my skidder's going to carry. It's going to crab and do all kinds of fucking shit like no one's ever seen in this world, because there's no one in this world that's fucking doing shit that I'm doing. So that's called the Wolverine. So I'm making the Wolverine. So I got 2 John Deere Lego Technics that they just came out with, the 9482 skidder, like 1,492 pieces. I got 2 of those, so that's what I'm using to build my Wolverine with. I got to get a few more pieces. I need to get the actual grapple pieces. I need to get about 8 more of those. Those are probably $3 a piece. Fuck. Whatever. So yeah, so those are the 2 mocks I got going on that I'm actually working on right now. I got a handful of more modified sets that I'm keeping built, that I'm gonna modify. I've started but haven't finished, just kind of taking my time, whatever. Daytona, Ferrari Daytona is one of them. That farm truck looks like it's going to be a 57 Chevy. I got the Camaro, the Z28. I'm going to modify that, put fat tires on it and deep dish black wheels. Put the engine coming out of the hood, so I'll modify that one. I still got that one in box. I haven't started it yet. I got the Mustang, like 1970. I'm not really enjoying that one. I'm thinking I'm just going to put it back in it, put it all in a bag and just save it for down the road. I'm just not into the Mustang right now. I got a bunch of other sets that I wouldn't mind doing some shit to, but I'm never gonna do it because I'm too into my own mocks, my own creations. So my Stallion, my Wolverine, my Nomad. Those are my 3 mocks that I started back in Legos 4 years ago. There's been a lot of years I haven't been doing any building. So what I've done is actually just a short amount of time of me when I'm full gung-ho into it. I'll stay up for days because the information's coming in. I actually just got my other panels today from Lego. Yeah, this truck looks pretty badass. I can't wait to get it finished. It's gonna be sick. There's no Technic set that looks like this. And what it can do, like, just looking at it is like no justice. Even the people that have seen it, it's pictures don't do it justice. When you got it's sitting in front of you and holding it in your hand, it's pretty impressive. Yeah, it's amazing how I love have everything working, you know, like working doors, panels that move up and down to get to the engine parts and shit. Mm-mm. Mm. Roll bar's cheesy looking in this one. Don't like it. It's kind of cheesy looking. It's all here. Whoops. Tell me all about it again, girl. It's on my turbo. Don't you remember when we got lost? Woo-wee. Ooh, 9699. Fix that. There we go, 97. Oh, motherfucker. Hmm. Oh god, I wish it was a fun game to play. Fuck. That's alright. I'm actually kind of happy there isn't. Because that stallion wouldn't have got built. Or the Wolverine wouldn't have got started. If I would have had a game I really enjoyed, I wouldn't have been building Legos, so that's more productive for me to build Legos. Build Divines, I should say, with Legos. Maybe I'll see. Find my camera. That way I can show viewers. Let's see, where did I put that? Alright. Okay. Got the camera hooked up. Now let's see about turning it on. Camera, video. Alright, there it is. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, but let's see. So, like, what? There was 2 viewers. So the 2 viewers Here's the Ford concept hyper truck. It's kind of grainy. I don't know why it's so grainy. I'm trying to hold still here. That's so the back's not on. The wing, it's off right now. Slammed to the ground. Working on the front. Here's the front. It's almost going to be like almost Bugatti-ish. So, and then over there is the Ford I was talking about. And then over there with a little bit of green, that's the Wolverine. And then that truck right there is the 57 Chevy. It's the farm truck. I'm turning it into 57 with a blown engine coming out. And then I got my D11. There's the Daytona I'm customizing. The Hulk's in it. He's coming out. He ripped the seat out. So I put the seat in the Stallion, so it's got a Ferrari, about 80% Ferrari seat in it. So there's my Nomad. Both versions, the first and the one on the top is the newer one. So they're sitting on top of each other. So that's Nomad Mach. And then my Raptor I took apart, but here's all my parts. You can see I've been sitting in building right here in my sofa. I'm trying to get my office set up. I'm going to have these all in there where I can do all my building. So let's see. Showing the Raptor. I mean, not the Raptor. Stallion. It's kind of grainy. I don't know why it's so grainy. Whatever. Old school. So, that's exactly what I was just saying. So, there's pictures for it. Wait a minute, is this the right one? Yeah. So Bill. Wow, there's somebody in the game. I can't believe it. Yeah, they should have just improved this game, man. Look at the quality of this game. Look how old this game is, and it's still excellent quality. It's locked up. I'm not going to spend any more money on Motorfest. I bought the game, and I wish I wouldn't have bought it. Now, if I could take it back, I'd take it back. The money I spent inside of this game to buy points to buy vehicles, shit, I spent probably $500 or $600. I would have still been spending money if they would have been doing what I said, because to open up the stuff faster, it would have been a long-term game. I would have wanted to get to some of the stuff before years of play. I feel like playing something else now. I can't play any one game of the few games I have loaded up on my PlayStation. I can't play any of them very long anymore. Fuck. It's nothing fun. It's clipping along pretty good. Where am I? Okay, I'm out.